As a Malaysian, how well do we know our Adun or elected state assemblymen and the roles they play? Many of us probably see them as the person to turn to when we have longkang tersumbat, dirty markets, floods, spouse disappearance, Along's problem, and other day-to-day glitches we face in our daily lives. During state assembly sitting, we probably read news of state assemblymen being kicked out because of arguments or being obstinate. To many, they are the Yang Berhormats who receive red carpet welcome at events, cutting ribbons, being driven around in a Mercedes, and other glamorous stuffs. Due to curiosity, citizen journalist Chan Lilian had a Kopitiam chat with ADun of Pantai Jerjak, Penang, Sim Tze Tzin. Let's find out what exactly are our ADuns doing, and what are they supposed to do. You may be surprised to discover some things you never thought of, like how much is their salary, who pays for all the things like the service center, their assistants, and other expenses.
The state legislator, so we do laws, we make laws. Okay, so our job should be going to discuss, legislate. That part in Malaysia is that it's so concentrated. The power is so concentrated at the executive, meaning the executive meanings Lim Guan Eng, exco members and all this. So our power becomes very small. We don't really make laws. The laws are made by they draft for the law. We are just passing. So it's a problem, I tell you. Okay. Bigger one, public transportation.
Okay.
Transportation. So we sit in the transportation committee, where all the state planners, state traffic police, state MPPP, traffic engineers and all these will sit together, and then we say, okay, we'll do formula policies on the traffic. Okay. Also, I'm a PAC. PAC is very powerful. It's Public Account Committee. So we find out all these scandal. We ask every civil servant to come and then we question them. So it's like the US Congress. Every time they have a congressional hearings, so it's very powerful. You ask them, they have to answer. Even Condoleezza Rice or right now those kind of right now the secretaries like Robert Gates, they have to sit down and then all the congressmen, senators will ask them questions. So we are very powerful. PAC is very fun. Degraded into this is because of MCA and Gerakan. We hate them because of this. They personally, I think they are very ineffective. UMNO is dominant. They cannot do anything. So since they cannot formulate policies, they cannot solve, cannot legislate. So they go and see longkang. Okay. So this is the problem. Going to see longkang, and also this is a visible thing. You go in meeting, no matter how many meetings no one knows. Like for me today, one typical day, I can have as many as 6 meetings. Then who knows I'm meeting? We are people, So it is a problem. So we have to be seen as be working. So the most lowest hanging fruit, see the drain. So far, in my various opportunities to have a meeting with him, I find him is he's a very hardworking person, very strong, very sharp. He makes decisions. He's not afraid of making decisions. He take a decision and he stick with it. So this is a good thing about him. It's horrible. You want to come to the money part, right?
Yes. How do you run your office? Do you have staff? Are you paid by the state government with a nice office?
This one I need to lead you already. No worse. You know why? Our salary is 6,000. Actually, our salary is 4,100 again. And then plus all these allowance here and there, it becomes 6,000, close to 7,000. Out of that, we have to pay our own staff. From that, 7,000, like chicken feed and I mean, you spend so much money electing one Adun, and then you give them 7,000. Okay, fine. Never mind. 7,000 is okay. But first, you have to pay your own staff. My staff is about roughly okay 2,000 lah, 2,000 ringgit. And then you have to pay your own office. You have to rent a place. 1,000 baht. And then you have to pay the electricity bill and the internet and the water bill. Another maybe 500 or 600 baht. Your handphone, you know, we live by phones. Handphone, everything is all handphone, everything. So I have to pay my own handphone, I have to pay staff's handphone, I have to pay the handphones and all the telephone tax and everything. So that's 1,000 baht. So how much left? It's about 5,000 already, right? 5,000. Okay.
So that means you can only afford one staff?
Yeah,
I thought you all have a string of helpers around.
No, they are all volunteers. All volunteers. On top of that, we have to pay our party because we run on their tickets. So we have to pay party each month how much money. Like 25% of our salary. We have to pay the party. 25, you know. No, the party PKR is better, 20%. People die, we have to pay. People get married, we have to pay. When we see people helping our helpers, you know, the volunteers under the hot sun and things, we belajar them makan. Pity them lah, right?
Yeah.
So you calculate for me. Actually, in the end, my earlier estimate after paying all this, I have 700 ringgit left. So actually, I'm a miskin tegar. Miskin hardcore poor. So it's not an envious job. Also the petrol. Sad. No, why all this happens? Because the first thing is that we are not bold enough to take a strong stand that politician has to keep clean. They pay 7,000, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So you have a lot of monkeys. Corruption is rampant. They cannot survive with this money, so they have to look for money. Right? They have to look for money, they go for easy way out, corruption. Okay? So, we should be following the Singapore style. Not that extent, but pay politicians better. Because in the end, it saves your states. For example, right now, after 1.5 years, we actually help the states to save so much money. Because we are not corrupt. We get back all the monies from the previous, they owe the state money, politicians and all these things. Right now, we'll get tens of millions to come back to the state coffers. Actually, we already make so much for the state. Right now, the state is much better financially than before. So, I think it's right to give administration better, or else eventually, no matter how good, how clean Pakatan Rakyat is, there's going to be bound to be corruption. Because
So that means the money, whether you are from Barisan or you're from PR, is the same amount. It's a fixed amount. And this money comes from who? From
This
the
money?
state government.
State government.
Or then the federal government pay for their.
State money, no, it's not federal.
Even the MPs also lah.
MP is by federal.
Maybe no, by federal.
Federal money.
So it's
So please, tell Lim Guan Eng, pay us more, or else we will suffer.
wow,